She's April.
And she's Molly.
And we are
the Book Besties.
Good girl.
You're mine now.
I understand what's happening here.
It's fine. I'll just shut my eyes and he can talk to me.
You want full happy endings here for everybody.
Those men know how to use their sticks.
Velvet sheathed member.
You're magic, Kelsey. You're magic. I almost did it. But this time I did it mid-line, so it wasn't as clean of a...
What the hell are you talking about?
I added a question in my voice.
I heard it. Yeah. Molly.
April.
Molly.
April.
It's not just us today.
I know! Tell them who's here.
Besties, we are joined by audiobook narrator Kelsey Navarro Foster, who is my absolute favorite audiobook narrator. I cannot even right now. What is my life? Welcome, Kelsey.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna let April get it out of her system, then
I'm gonna try really hard to focus on like our interaction and not just like listening to you because
April, you need to pay attention.
Holy shit.
Kelsey, I'll put you in the corner next.
Good girl.
Oh no!
Stop it!
Okay, I couldn't help it. I'll be on my best behavior.
I'm gonna die now.
April, I'm not the adult in this group. Don't make me one.
I'm sorry, Molly. I'm sorry.
I's the ADHD queen. I's the one out of control.
I had this point in my life where I was anxiety spiraling. And so I listened to every single one of Olivia Dade's books. Even though I had read most of them, I listened to all of them. And her short story collection, novella collection, The Sweetest in the Gale, I listened to it all the way through and then started it back over. And so I had a few weeks that you were just like living rent free in my head. And at that point I messaged you on TikTok and I was like, I am a crazy person. Don't do this. Don't tell her how crazy you are.
But honestly, the crazy is how we get the authors.
That's how we get people.
Right? Matt Denneman made it very clear we were overly enthusiastic and he couldn't say no.
I love it.
I mean, Matt Denneman. I mean, that's a book series that I feel like demands to be read as an audiobook.
God.
Definitely does a really good job with that. Have you read Dungeon Crawler Carl yet, Kelsey?
I have not. I've heard of it, but I have not read it.
The woman's literally in her booth. I think she probably is working more than she's listening right now.
Okay, fair.
I'm assuming the books you read are the ones in the booth, and that's it right now.
Oh, it's so funny because it is so hard to find time to read. And weirdly, the things that I read for pleasure are usually nonfiction because romance is my preference. So I'm already reading it for work multiple times.
Yeah.
So then, like, when I'm not doing that, I'm reading random nonfiction stuff.
I guess there's grace for that.
I know. I did just buy some fiction when I went to Author Nation this last Friday. So I'm excited about that.
I bet Author Nation was awesome.
It was fun. We didn't do the full Author Nation this year because we went last year because my husband is an author. And so I went and tagged along because he's my introvert. And so I go and I'm like, let's go meet people. And he's like, do we have to?
Yep, I'm familiar with that. I am Molly's introvert and she makes me do things.
Good. You have to have one. Like that's how it works. We find one and we adopt one and we bring you with us.
That's all my besties are, or it's just me going, you and I are going to be friends now.
Yes.
Every single one of my friends is an extrovert
too, though.
My husband is not he's an introvert like I am, but all of my friends are extroverts, and it really was, they were like, you're mine now. And I was like, okay.
It's how we do it.
That is.
Okay.
Exactly
I also wasn't really taught social skills because I was the ADHD kid that talked a lot. So it was just easier for me to call dibs.
Right?
I wasn't taught social skills, and that's why I read books. But, you know, to each their own. Speaking of be awesome, read books. This is our sponsor this season from Carpe Librum.
Yes, friends.
Go ahead and use our code Holiday10 for $10 off an order of $40 or more. And through the end of the year.
It works from now till November.
No,
So, get those
to the end of December.
Exactly. Words are not my friend. We've already discussed that.
I'm so glad we have a podcast together.
And that I'm an author.
Yes. It's really
it's such a great thing. Excellent choices in your partners.
Well, I'm allergic to dust and mold and became a librarian, so also top-notch choice.
We make good choices here on Book Besties.
It's fine. So, Kelsey, can I give your bio and then we'll get into some questions? This is going to be a little bit of a different episode, everybody, because we didn't read a book. We're just going to talk about the audiobook narrating career of Kelsey. And it's going to be a little bit different, but I'm excited for it because I love your work. And I didn't really want to focus on one thing because your career is just, it's massive. So,
and I'm gonna wait before she reads the bio. Oh, can I say one thing? Because I know our friends over on YouTube are already thinking it. I love you, Kels. Really do, babes. Your face and your voice don't match. You're beautiful.
So?
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. I think you're a gorgeous woman. I did not expect the voice and the face to match, but they do.
I don't have a voice for radio or face for radio.
No, it's not what I'm saying. Yeah, you have a face for radio. No, it's just when you meet audiobook narrators, as one does in this industry, you sometimes stumble across people where you're like, oh, wow, that's a really deep voice. And he's a stick of a human man. And he's
Molly, we all know who you're talking about.
Teddy Hamilton.
Yes!
I wasn't going to say his name.
He's like one of the most wonderful human beings on this planet.
He's super sweet.
It's fine. I'll just shut my eyes and he can talk to me. It's fine.
And he works really, and I've heard his work is spectacular and he works really wonderful with others.
He's so good. And he and his wife are so cute. Like it is, he's like super good human beings. Like, there's some people like highly passes the vibe check in
I love that. So, but I'm sure you get that all the time. Like audiobook narrators, really because we don't see your face. So the listeners just putting, their own eyes and nose.
You become the character that we're listening
to.
So,
it's hard, especially.
You're magic, Kelsey. You're magic.
I'm a chameleon. I feel more bad for the guys in the romance industry though, because they get the most flack for it. I mean, I guess it's sort of the, women love you so much, so something bad has to happen. But I get why guys have the pseudonyms where they don't have their faces, because people are like, oh my God, it was ruined. I saw that he had brown hair. And I'm like, sorry.
Okay.
It ruins it if they're a blonde, first of all. That's
you just
a no.
Close your eyes. It's going to be all right.
That's the whole point of fiction, y'all.
I'm not blonde.
That's the whole point of fiction.
The amount of blonde people I have been in books, I'm like, no, that's not me.
And Teddy Hamilton actually went on tour with Amy Dawes. And people were all over TikTok talking about how never meet your heroes.
Right. And I don't understand that.
It's all good. All right, so here we go.
All right, I derailed us. All right,
no, I derailed us. That's
Molly
how this goes.
That's fine. Audie and do you say it's Sovas or
Sovas?
Sovas nominated SAG audiobook narrator Kelsey Navarro Foster brings over 300 titles of storytelling expertise and a decade of corporate management experience to the audiobook community. A romance genre specialist with 7+ years of narration, Kelsey has built an engaged social media following of 59,000 across platforms. She's a 2-time Audie nominee and 2-time Sovas nominee. Check her out on social media for fun thrifted outfits, color theory, and generally nerdy things, which that's what we do too.
So what's your fandom? What's your nerdy fandom? What's your claim to fame to start?
What
brought you in?
DC. DC was my original. DC Star Wars was my original fandoms. Disney, I guess you can count that now. It has become fandom. But then I'm trying to think what else. Serenity came later.
Firefly! Firefly mentioned! Yes!
Yeah,
I cosplay as Kaylee. So
yes! Oh, I love
Doctor
it.
Who. I love Doctor Who. We've been talking about introducing our boys to Doctor Who. My oldest is 12 and he's really into history. Perfect. And I was like, you should just watch Doctor Who.
It's time.
You really should.
It's time.
I recently
Welcome.
came to the conclusion that my children, my boys, are C-3PO and R2-D2.
They are.
So my youngest, who is of course the shortest because he's 9, he's the shortest in the family. He is ADHD, ride or die, R2-D2, 100%.
He's my
And
little
he
bestie.
really will run around our house
Oh.
going, ah! You know, he's unhinged. And then my
Him and
oldest,
Aunt Molly like to make noises together in unison without
it
any ever
is
communicating.
so fucking overstimulating for me.
And
Like,
we
God,
it's like
Luke
our little our
comes
ADHD
in.
brains just like stimmed together, and like next thing you know we're going ah! And they're like, why?
and the other 3 of us in our family are like rocking, like, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop. So my oldest is autistic, and he is like the analytical kind of nervous energy, smart C3PO.
He's gonna
and
tell
he's
you the
also
truth
very
no matter
tall and
what.
lanky.
Oh,
So
yes.
it's kind of perfect.
We have
Um,
some of those.
Yeah. All right, so Kelsey, you are the first audiobook narrator that we've had
Thank you.
pleasure to have on
Thank
Book
you.
Besties. I
I'm
am so
honored.
I think the first question most of our listeners want to know is, how did you get into audiobook narration and what interested you in this career?
Yes. Okay. So I will give the slightly longer version. I won't give like the super one. I'll give the
we have
medium,
plenty of time. We're on
medium
your
one.
time.
Go as long as you want. We're here.
I have always been the type of kid that like I had the McAllister like Home Alone recorder, and I would sit in my room and I would talk and listen to myself. So this is like lore for me. This is always how I've been. And then by the time I got to college, I was majoring in broadcasting. Hated it.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely hated it. So I switched to film. And that was around the time that like voiceover and YouTube and all of that was very big. It was the early 2000s. And so I went to my first Comic-Con in San Diego and watched a panel about voiceover. And I kept the pamphlet that said what you need to do for years. And then life happened, and got married, had kids, decade went by, and I was about to turn 30, and I had the whole like, I looked around and I was like, oh my God, fuck this shit. I don't want to do this. Like, this is not what I wanted to do.
In my
And
soul.
so, right? Yeah. My prefrontal cortex clicked on and I went, no, absolutely not.
I
So
need to do something for me.
Yes, so much. I signed up for voice coaching at that time.
Yeah.
I found a program. You have to do all these coachings before you do a demo. And in the time that I was waiting for my demo to be done, getting edited, I discovered ACX and Audible's author creator exchange program where you could find books and hire independent narrators to do your books.
Oh, cool.
So I started auditioning for stuff. I had a little setup because I was already practicing and had been listening to audiobooks for years. And it was sort of this like, oh, duh, like I could do that. Why don't I do that? And I started auditioning, and I was doing that while working full time. I was a manager for Wawa. If you know, you know.
You know.
Wawa.
And I was a general manager for them. And so I'd be working like 6 to 3. And I would come home and I'd hang out with my kids. And then as soon as they were in bed, I'd be like, deuces. And I would go into my booth and I would record until I could not keep my eyes open. And I would get up and I would do it again. And that was 2 years of my life until lots of other things happened. And I was working for a different company and I got laid off. But at this time, I was already more than full-time in narration.
Wow.
And so I was like, okay, I got a 60-day severance. I have to keep making enough money past 60 days. And that was 8 years ago. So,
wow, that's amazing.
Congratulations. That's awesome though.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
But that's what you have to do, right? When you find your dream, you have to hustle. You have to push through. You have to yes, you're going to have late nights. Yes, you're going to, but as a writer, as the person that sits at her computer in the dark, I can tell you sometimes those are the most enlightening times in your life.
Yeah.
Because you don't realize how much you're changing, not just yourself, but your whole life path. So good on you, Kelsey. Really.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Wow. That's awesome, because like there are people that go into, well, we'll use podcasting as an example. There are people that go into podcasting immediately thinking, I'm going to have a huge break and I'm going to be a gazillionaire.
Yeah.
And I'm imagining that the audiobook narration industry is becoming much like the podcasting industry. It's
saturated.
so saturated.
So much.
And so you kind of have to either already be famous or know somebody or have some sort of niche that makes you stand out. And, you know, Molly and I have been doing this for 5 years. We're on season 9. And it's still crazy to me when we go anywhere and people are like, oh my gosh, I follow you. And they literally like pull up their phone and they're like, look,
they're like, look,
book Besties.
Spotify.
I'm like, no, don't do that. Of course I'm happy they do. It's even weirder for me when someone's like I live in a really small town and I'm the librarian of the small town. Yeah. When someone comes into the library and talks about listening to it, I'm like, oh, please don't, because we talk about my sex life on here. Like, it's not a good idea.
Separate
we need some distance.
Matt took me once to sushi in Annapolis, and we do the Annapolis.
Matt's her husband.
My husband. Sorry, I just assume you know my life already, Kelsey.
I do. I got it.
Okay, so we're there, but I'm a little stony baloney's because it's been a long day. And then this woman just sits and stares at me the whole time. And I'm like really getting really high. The higher I'm sitting there eating, the longer I sit there, the more the edible kicks in, the more I eat sushi, the more she's staring. And the more I become paranoid. And I was like, Matt, can we switch seats? And he goes, you're not switching seats with me. You have the cushion. I'm like, but there's a lady looking at me. And he goes, look back. Like, make her uncomfortable. And I'm like, hi, really loud. And she's like, Molly? And I go, yeah. And she goes, of Book Besties? And it's like that, it's that tiny little sushi restaurant I took you to, April, last time you guys were here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh my God, my friends and I love you. And I was like, cool. Have a good dinner.
It's weird. It's weird. It's like, hey, okay. Hi.
I'm really high right now. This is not good.
See, if they know you and they listen, they're like, on brand. Enjoy your dinner.
They know me. Yeah, yeah. If you see me yelling at my kids, you already know it's normal.
All right. So do you have like a regular process for recording? Like, is there like a ritual of sorts that you do? Like, how do you prep your scripts? Like, what's the process for you?
Yes. So we, as audiobook narrators, we always get the book in advance. Sometimes you'll get like a prep copy. Most of the time there's like, this is the one that you're going to record. Here you go. Sometimes books are still getting edited before we get the final version. Usually
like we're talking before arcs
at this time.
Yeah. Before arcs. Yeah.
And so I'll read the book. And then I am not a note taker. My brain can't. I can't handle it. There are people that like fully highlight their scripts, have colors for all the characters. And I'm like, great for you. I tried it early on in my career and I was like, I can't. Like, all I'm doing is looking for colors as I'm going down the screen. But
green, blue. That's all my brain would do. It's the ADHD. I'm sorry.
Exactly. No, it's the same. I can't. I was like, nope. So I keep notes, like in my notes app, I have a little folder for all my narration notes, and for every book series gets its own little folder. And so I'll keep track of characters, especially because in romance, people come back. Yeah. And so I want to keep like whatever voice notes I wrote down for those characters, I'll keep on the side.
Continuity. Yes,
I tried. It's not always perfect, but I do try.
Oh no, I appreciate that because I just read the second book in a series as an audiobook, and they switched narrators, and it's still the same character's point of view, and I was like, nope.
It happens.
They did that to Deborah Harkness's trilogy, the All Souls trilogy, because Jennifer Ikeda did the first two, and then the third one they couldn't get her. Jennifer Ikeda was done with audiobook narrating, and they brought this new person in, and the fans weren't happy. Jennifer Ikeda does a lot. She does a lot of voices, right? She if you've listened to that series, you know she is all the voices, and people were pissed. So I can't imagine how people treat you as a narrator.
It's so tough. We can come back to that for sure. Yeah. A topic of conversation. I'm attempting to answer the question.
Sorry. And I derail everything. Apologies.
But yeah, so I'm at least reading the book twice. So I'll have pre-read it and then reading it for narration. Sometimes I do get books prepped for me. Like if I don't have time to pre-read it, I will actually have somebody do that and like do really extensive notes for me, because as long as I know who the characters are and I know what's happening in that chapter, the exact words, I'm going to be okay. Like I don't need the exact words. Right. Not every narrator agrees with this. So like this is a little touchy thing. But So many people do it. I think we should normalize it. It's fine. I'm still going to read the book.
Yeah.
I'm not going to miss any words. I
Right.
promise. So either of those will happen. It depends on how booked out I am.
Yeah.
All of
Yeah.
that stuff. And then as far as recording, I don't have any particular rituals. I am a Pomodoro person. So I have to focus because for me, this is still a job.
Yeah.
So I have to, sometimes I don't feel like it, which I know is like so ridiculously privileged. But we all have days where like, I don't want to go down. I don't want to be in the box. I want to be outside, whatever.
I want to be around people.
Yeah, sometimes I do. But the nice thing is I'm an entrepreneur. And as long as I am flexible, like I played hooky on Friday to go hooky, she says, to go to Author Nation last minute, or Reader Nation, they're calling it now. But I'm going to make that up. I'm going to record today, this afternoon. I take a weekday off. And I work on the weekend.
Yeah.
So that way I can go out on a weekday instead. So,
well, I mean, the flexibility of getting to build your own schedule, as long as you meet those
Yes.
deadlines, that's
Exactly.
lovely.
Yeah. So that's really the only thing. I have like little things, like I use this like vocal spray. I always have water. I have a bunch of stuff in the booth, but
Were you a
I don't
singer?
have anything particular. Yes, I did choir for, oh my God, 7
So you know the vocals
years?
training and the protection of your
all
throat
of
very
that.
well then.
Yeah, it depends. You get kind of like jaded over time. Like when I first started, I would steam every day and I would do vocal warm-ups and I would sing before I recorded. And sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Like I'll be the first to admit, it's like it's not every day.
Yeah.
But
You know what you need.
doing it
You know
for
you're
so
watching
long now.
Some Broadway actresses on TikTok and Instagram who go through like their every day how they're
love that
preparing their
stuff.
voices, and I'm like, that's just way too much for me. But I get it because that's like their job. Like I just sing for fun. Like that's their job. So yeah. I mean, as minor as this is, I'm a children's librarian, and I once lost my voice and had to lead story time, and I wasn't allowed to talk. So I had a really bad sinus infection, and I basically was like, okay, kids, you guys are leading the songs today. And it felt awful. I don't ever want to feel that way again. And of course, that's incredibly minor because those kids were like 2. They don't even remember. Like, I remember.
They barely know what day it is, so it's cool.
They're just like, hey, it's Miss April and we're at the library. You are at the library.
I love it.
Yeah, we have a saying at my library now, which is, it's not that serious. It's just the library. And I love that.
That's a shirt right there.
I know. All right, so audiobooks have blown up in popularity, especially with the easy digital access of audiobooks. We have a lot of audiobook streamers now, and music streamers have started including audiobooks in their content. So has the market for narrators become more difficult for artists to get jobs?
Yes, 100%. So it's such a double-edged sword because prior to COVID and the shutdown, it was very the audiobook club. Like you had to go to New York to show that you were a serious narrator. Not live, but like we had a conference every year and you had to go. That was the only way you were considered serious. And I went to the last one that was in person before the shutdown.
Wow.
And so I am like whoever, like the universe, whatever you want to believe, like somebody was looking out for me because I went to that and they did not have one for 3 years. And so everything went digital, which was fantastic because there were a lot of people that did not have the means and absolutely had the talent and equipment to be narrators who couldn't make it to New York for whatever reason, family life, whatever. So it was really cool that it opened the door for a lot of people to enter this field. But at the same time, now all of a sudden we have all of these people that are trying to enter into this field. And it became much more difficult to be full-time because you could get one book every 6 months, but then you can't quit your job. You can't, that's not the same thing as that kind of thing. So that's what makes it more difficult. It has become so much more like trying to be a film or television actor than it used to be. It used to be a different thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a lot of people have second jobs and other things that they do. which is totally normal, but it wasn't for a long time in this industry. It was
Yeah.
a lot easier to become full-time.
Do
Do
So
you
feel
think
like-
it's harder for people who are wanting to get into it to break into it? Like, is it becoming harder to be the new guy?
yes. Yes, I absolutely think so. I think there are fantastic opportunities for new people. And
Mhm.
like, I don't want people to feel like bummed
no,
about
of
it,
course,
but
yeah.
I want it to be really realistic.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the landscape has changed so
Oh, yeah.
much in the
Yeah.
last 5 to 7
Yeah.
years, even the
Yeah.
last few years,
Yeah.
because TikTok, when the shutdown was happening, my friend Natalie Naudis and Chelsea Stevens and I were all narrators.
I've
Nobody
read
was on.
both of them.
Nobody was on. Nobody was on
Name
TikTok.
drop.
Yeah.
My besties. Nobody was on TikTok yet, and so we literally were having like strategy meetings together
Yeah.
because we're like, okay, what do we do? Like AI is
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
TikTok
That's
is here.
stressful.
It
Mm.
very. And so like, what do we do? Where do we go? Because we need people to understand that audiobook narrators are people
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
before this becomes normalized. And so
Yeah.
that was our motivation to get on TikTok. And Natalie just blew up, like just unbelievable. I was always like,
she needed it.
yeah, it's so good. But I was like, go Natalie,
Bye,
go. And so, but it worked. And then all of a sudden, all of these narrators were on TikTok, which was great. But at the same time, the way that the algorithm works, now all of a sudden, all of my content is only going to other narrators. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not the point. I want we want listeners.
We get it.
Yeah.
Only podcasts see us.
Yeah. And it's like, I appreciate it, but that's not the point. The point is new
Right.
people.
Right.
So it is so difficult.
Do
now.
you feel like
Sorry, go ahead, Molly.
do you feel like this influx has changed the books you get? Like, do you feel like you're getting less novels and less opportunities because of it?
I, knock on what I got behind
I'm
me.
not bringing bad juju out.
No.
I'm
It's okay.
asking a question.
No, it is true. There has been, especially for a lot of veteran narrators who have been doing this for a long time, books just stopped coming.
Yeah.
It became very different. And if you weren't prepared for that,
Yeah.
you got left behind.
Yeah.
And so it is something that like every year when I'm doing my like planning for the next year, when I think about marketing, when I do my strategizing, because this is all my old corporate stuff.
Yeah.
that
That's
has
good though. That
come
you
with
have that
me.
in your back pocket to really like keep you going.
So thankful for that. But thankfully, I have continued to get books that I want. My voice has changed. I don't know if it's perimenopause or whatever
Fuck
it
that
is.
bitch.
But my
She's the worst.
I know
We
she
can
is
blame everything
so
on it.
awful.
We do. We really do.
My
She
voice has
sucks.
gotten lower. And
Mine
so I
too.
was really worried like early on because I was like, oh my God, like, was it COVID? Because I got COVID once and I was like, did I ruin my voice? Like, am I done?
Nobody's going to want to listen to me ever again.
I'm like, no one's going to cast me anymore. But it did change. I stopped getting, I used to do a lot of new adult. So that like 17, 18, 19.
Yeah.
And I stopped getting those. I started getting more. She's 25 to 32, which I'm like, bet. Like I'm fine with that.
I feel more mature enough for this.
Yes. Like I'm a grown up. I can do this.
I'm an adult.
But I still do get auditions for YA because I think we are coming into a time, which I appreciate, that not every YA needs to be this little girl who's narrating this YA book for you.
Nope.
And like, I did it. Like I sounded like me as a kid, just
Yeah.
a little bit higher. Like I had the vocal fry. I had all of this. This was always what I sounded like.
Right.
And so I think there is a lot more diversity coming into audiobooks with how we sound because not everybody sounds the same. And I have a lower timbre for a woman in the audiobook world, like, because I know there are women have even lower voices than me. So,
but my personal opinion of that is that it helps you do both sides, particularly in romance. I really hate it when I'm listening to a book and the narrator's voice is perfect for the woman, and then when she gets down here, I'm like, what is that?
It's so hard.
I don't like it.
That also rubs against the whole using someone that doesn't do the accent well, right?
Yeah.
We did it was a YA book. What was it? When You Get the Chance. And the voice actress was doing all of them, but her Mexican South American accent it felt mildly racist and just like, oh, what are you doing? Why
Not
was this
great.
a choice? Right?
Yeah.
Like, so
I've been there. I've been that person early on. And that's another like life lesson sort of thing where I'm like, wow, no, unless I'm like 100% I can do this accent, I don't offer it anymore. Because
I saw
Good.
a video
Joey
with
Tribbiani has taught us some things.
yeah.
I saw a video with another audiobook narrator who said that they don't always know what accents are going to be needed.
Sometimes you get surprised, but
Yeah.
I that has happened to me before where
Oh,
like
no.
the male lead was an accent I wasn't expecting. I got a book where until I started prepping it, I didn't realize the whole thing took place in the UK. And I was like,
Ooh.
what the fuck? It's like I was so not
Time out!
prepared.
Time out!
Like, it was nowhere in the synopsis. It was nowhere in the characters. Like you would not know
Mm-hmm.
had it not like I was as I'm reading it, I'm like, wait. Where are these people? And so like I had like it took so much longer because I was unprepared
Yeah.
for everyone to have a British accent. And so I was like, okay, all right, let's do this. But like yeah, this was early on in my career. It is sometimes you don't know about side characters,
Yeah.
but for me, I would rather not.
Mm.
I think that's something that is a choice that you can also make.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't.
It's to just not give them the accent. Or like for me, I will pick one accent tag
Yeah.
for something, and that's the only thing I do. I did that for one of Olivia Dade's books because the Swedish accent is so hard to not
Yeah.
sound comical.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
so I was very particular with her voice to be like, I don't want this to sound ridiculous because when you actually talk
Yeah.
to Swedish people, their English is so fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be, you know, the Swedish Chef kind of a thing. Like,
Right. What's the guy on The Rookie?
Yes.
If you guys, you know who I'm talking about?
That guy's German, though.
But he
Yes,
also
same
does
idea.
Swedish. But he also does Swedish, like
Norwegian, Swedish, a lot of that, like the
Yeah.
Slavic up,
Yeah.
you know, in that area. They sound. I think of what's his name? Who was in True Blood? Eric or whatever
Eric
his name is.
Northman.
Yes, like he has no accent. I mean, he
Alex
can.
Starkovsky.
Thank you, Alex. What Skarsgård?
I'm saying Skarsgård. That's
Yes, that
Starkovsky,
family.
Skarsgård. Same thing.
Yeah.
They're spelled the same in my brain. It's fine.
It's not the same.
But they have no like perfect English.
Yeah.
So I have a hard time with that when a character is written with a heavy accent and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't think they would, but all right, like we'll go with what's written. Like I'm going to go with what's written. I'm going to do the book that you have made unless I physically cannot. Like there are certain accents like Scottish and we have a real hard time.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to not, like that is not one of my listed accents.
Mm-hmm. I think that's fair.
And I could get coaching. I could do it. It's fine. But there are people that already do it so great that I'm going to be like, you're going to want to call Chelsea for that one. That's the wrong person.
I also feel like...
Just give it to her. It's fine.
I also feel like there's something to be said about having somebody from that culture represented, especially if the entire cast is that. And so we have a good friend, Cece Harrington, who wrote the book Wild Oak, which is a phenomenal middle grade book. I cannot say enough nice things about it. It's behind me over here.
I actually have it right here too.
And she, I have the British import copy that she personally gave me.
Whatever.
Because she's my friend. Well, fuck you very much. So her book is about a young girl who stutters. And I talked to her about the audiobook because it was how I read it the first time was was an audiobook narration. And she said the only thing that she asked was that the narrator either be somebody who had a stutter disorder or previously dealt with that and has worked to overcome it, because she just felt like she needed that authenticity. And the narrator did a phenomenal job, and really like where the clicks are and where the stops are, you get it so much better from the audiobook because you hear that speech disability. I
love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I had a conversation with Emma Berry recently talking about how hard it's been for debut authors to get new books out because so many indie authors are being picked up by trad publishers, and that's saturating the industry now. And I just the reason I wanted to ask you your opinions on how the business has changed is because I figured that with so many indie authors coming into the fold, they're hiring more indie voice actors, and because that's what they can afford. I mean, that's really the bottom line, right? They can't always afford somebody who's a professional veteran narrator. But dear God, do not use AI.
For the love of Christ.
We are very anti that on this podcast. We don't do it.
I don't want to talk about what happened to NaNoWriMo.
Oh yeah.
That's so shocking to me. That thing, the organization existed for 30 years.
I'm so sad. As a year-long every year participant, I'm really disappointed in them. I have sent them money. I have participated for years. I am very disappointed.
They learned a lesson, right? I mean, they
learned a lesson. They're shut down now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Consequences.
All right. So what's the process for booking a narration job? Like, do you have to audition? Do you have an agent that like solicits you? Like, I don't even know if that would be the right term.
Are you just on the corner throwing cassettes to people?
No. Oh man, that's
listen to me.
You used to have your samples. You'd have to send your samples in to publishers, and like when it was books on tape, kind of a thing. Now, obviously, everything is digital. I was thankfully not here for any of that. So for me, I work directly with a lot of publishers. I also work with the smaller publishers. There's a lot of audiobook narrators that own production companies that do casting and work directly and even find their own authors to work with and produce for. I also produce. So if an author writes to me directly, I can do all of the production, and I work with an editing team and we do the whole thing. So almost... I won't blanket this. Most narrators will be able to produce for you also.
Gotcha.
So like you don't have to find a company. You absolutely can. But also most of us work with all of those companies too. So it's whatever your preference is, whatever's in your budget kind of a thing. And so that is how that happens. I do still have to audition. That never goes away. There are times, especially now, authors have so much more say in the production of their book as long as they get that in their contract. Like, if that's something you want, you have to ask for it. So it needs to be written in. But yeah,
are you on anybody's contract?
That has happened. Like, and it happened to friends where like working with specific things to be like, I want this narrator specifically. And if that is something that you want, it does not hurt to also talk to that narrator in advance, depending on the schedule. Even if you've been picked up by a publisher, like letting that narrator know, like, hey, I've been picked up. Because one book that I recently did, I should have my Audible open. That's shame on me.
It's okay.
But
don't give yourself a hard time.
I actually reached out to the author on Threads because I was like, Kath Richards, A Love Most Fatal.
Oh, yeah.
So I reached out because her cover, and I was like, I don't know what you're doing for the audiobook, but like, I would love to audition if it's available. And she had just gotten picked up by Tantor. So she's like, give me like a week and I will write back to you. So, but I still had to audition. I auditioned for that one and got it, which was so nice, fantastically good. So that still happens. Like, I'm still looking for books also. Like, when I see things that are interesting online, I'm writing to those authors, seeing who has picked it up to be able to do those. So all of that happens. Sometimes I will just get offered a book. A publisher will be like, hey, we have this book. Do you have the time for it? And I will get to just do it depending on my schedule. So it is a variety of ways that I am cast for books.
Are there agents for audiobook narrators?
We are the lowest paid voice career out of all the voice acting. So you will not have an agent. It is not worth it for them financially.
That makes sense.
To be a part of this. So
Conversely, in podcasting, you don't make money without an agent.
That is so interesting. I did not know that.
This is our first year with a sponsor.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you really have to most podcasters are independent podcasters. They're not
Yeah.
affiliated with anything, but the podcasts that get the most streams are tied to a production company
Wow.
Or a celebrity.
or they're
Yeah.
a celebrity. And you have to pretty much have an agent who will go out and help you pitch to these production companies.
Good on them making a career for themselves out of that. Like, that is so fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've tried. It's less fascinating when you're on this side of it.
Yeah.
We've tried.
Yeah.
Now, what really worked for us was we've just been doing it for so long, and we've made so many connections. And I mean,
Yeah.
like Carpe Librum, who are our sponsors this season and next season, I had the opportunity to meet them at the Virginia Library Association, and
Nice.
then over the summer we were at the Columbus Book Festival, and I just got to talking to it's a couple that own it, and the husband was there, and he was like, well, I like your podcast. How do we be a part of this? And I was like,
He stopped her as we were running out.
let me tell you.
I have all the information you need right here.
Right. So, and it was really cool, but it's been a process. I mean, we've been doing it for 5 years. You have to really love it, because for us, it's, you know, we aren't in it for the money, essentially.
Did I hear you got a new Carpe Librum shirt?
I did. It is my favorite design that I have of theirs.
More than the fairy wings?
You know, I really love the fairy wings, but I really want to support libraries as a whole, and not just the fact that I'm a children's librarian.
Valid.
So I'm gonna show off my favorite one. And before I do that, I just want to remind everybody, Carpe Librum is size inclusive. They do not shrink. I put them in the dryer, guys. I'm a big girl. I put them in the dryer, and I don't worry about them shrinking.
They stretch over my double Ds, so you'll know that they're solid.
I wear a 2X in them, and it fits perfectly. I wear them to work all the time, but I got to show you my favorite one. First of all, the coloring of the blue that it is so perfect, because this is based on the iconic sign that all of us have seen a bazillion times.
No.
And here it goes. Read local.
I need one now. Do they have that in purple?
I'm not sure if it comes in any other colors. I got this color because I specifically wanted it to look like the library sign blue. But
oh my God.
Local.
I'm going to have to use the code and go get myself one for Christmas.
On the back, it has their slogan, read, think, act, repeat, and the website, be awesome, readbooks.com.
I need that shirt now. Gimme.
And
gimme.
With our code this month and next month, so November and December, which is holiday 10, you get $10 off of any order $40 or more. So go get you one of these shirts and support local libraries, because supporting local libraries is more important now than it's ever been. This is also supporting an independent business, a woman-owned business.
Woman-owned.
It's
Be
amazing.
Awesome,
it's a small business. And beawesomereadbooks.com and get your very own Read Local t-shirt.
I fucking love it. I'm jealous. I'm so jealous.
You don't have to be jealous. You can go get your own.
We also have genuine connections with our authors. When we say they're our authors, they are our authors, because we've befriended them. They've befriended us. It's not this industry cut and paste together. It is us picking books because we like the book. We like the author, and we want to keep working with them.
And that's why you have made it as long as you have, because it's not a like, okay, let's cut and paste an author into here. Like, we actually like this, and that's what makes
We've made it so far because April has endless patience for me.
I love it.
She's not wrong. No, but
ADHD is bad, ho.
For me, don't call our guests hoes. What is wrong with you?
If you watch Kim John's comedy special, it makes sense, because his wife's name is Ho, and never mind.
Okay, we're all done with it.
I'm niche. What else is new?
For me, I tend to look at authors like they're celebrities, and like, I mean, I'm a librarian, so like little me as a little girl was like, okay, side story. I met Beverly Cleary as a little kid. I won a young, I know, that's very cool. I won a young authors contest when I was in 2nd grade, and it was like a county library system thing, and I got to have lunch with her. I had lunch with her at Burger King. I don't even like Burger King. I remember I had chicken tenders. That is literally all I remember about meeting Beverly Cleary, who to this day is still a hero of mine. Like, I love her books. I have no picture of it. I have no photographic evidence. I cannot prove to anyone that I met her, but I did.
You know, it's all that matters.
I've been writing since the 4th grade, and I would have killed to be Beverly Cleary.
Right?
Well, I guess I don't know. But anyway, when we meet these authors, for the most part, our first author we had on is actually an author that you've narrated for. Our first author was Francesca Zappia, and you narrated.
Oh, she says hi, by the way.
She told us
Jessie
to
says
tell you
hello.
hi.
I love, oh my God, when you emailed me and mentioned that book, like, there are books that I have done that are so underrated.
Grey Miss Fair
Especially
is
because
incredible.
the YA
Jessie
space,
in general is amazing.
God, I loved that book so much. Like,
We
that
did
was
too.
one of those, like, super special, like, extra delicious ones. Like,
Mhm.
that is
Well-
exactly the kind of book I would have read,
Yeah.
like, by choice.
Yes.
And so, oh.
That's
So
all
I
of her
had
work
read-
too. She's so
I had
amazing.
read Eliza and Her Monsters, and our first season, I made Molly read it for the podcast, because when we started this
so
podcast, it was
good.
us forcing each other to read books. It's changed, but that's what it was. And
Now I just make her read a book she's really uncomfortable about.
I really hate a lot of the books she picks. But anyway, I made this random Instagram and was talking about her book in it, and she liked it and commented, and I was like, oh my gosh, am I really going to message her? Now, Chessie has been on every season since
She's
our
our
second
friend
season.
now,
She's
like
like,
our real life
and-
friend.
and I'm legitimately going to get to meet her in person soon, and I cannot. I cannot, because she's become like our little sister, except she's taller than both of us.
We let that go. Let it go. She's
emotional.
Let it go. Let it
not
go.
prepared. But anyway,
It's a
we've
thing.
had her on every
Okay.
season since then. But the first episode that we had a guest, and it was her, and I was just like, I was really like uncomfortable because I didn't know how to act.
Yeah.
And I was
proven
just
by the
blabbing
fact
to her
that
about writing.
I fangirled over you as well. But now I'm much more comfortable with it. Like, we're sitting in person with Matt Dinneman, whose books I absolutely love, and
Who
I'm
your
just able to
husband
have a
hit
conversation.
on.
He did. Actually, there's more to that story, but
All right. That's all right. I'll take it as it is. It's perfect.
We can tell you after pod.
I'm sure Tom will appreciate that that's what you said. But
okay, in general, it was
in general, I feel much more comfortable now. But it's because authors make it a safe space. Like, I see them as rock stars, but they don't see themselves that way. And maybe when you get to like your James Patterson, who is my literary nemesis, like maybe that's different for them.
Oh,
like,
we have major beef with two authors.
He publicly said in 2020 that it was a difficult time to be a white man in publishing.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Him and Colleen Hoover, I got beef with.
Yeah, I don't really like her either. But so we can't talk too much because, you know, she might need to book a job with one of them. But anyway, don't book James Patterson, please, ever.
Please.
I have not. I'm not
Please.
his vibe either.
Well,
anyway, so.
For me,
until he starts writing romance with somebody else's name on it.
Please,
he has one now. He has a suspense romance that came out this year, and he's another one coming out in January, which is not his writing because he doesn't write any of his own books, but that's either here or there. But anyway, for me, I feel like it's a lot more welcoming of a community. So like when podcasters are trying, I had a point, I just hadn't gotten there yet. When podcasters are trying to make it into the industry and they're trying to get on these like famous guests because they think that will help catapult them, we're in the author world and we have these people. I mean, like, I tell people we had Olivia Dade on. I'm telling people we have Kelsey Navarro Foster coming on, and they know who you are.
Yeah.
But
that's still so weird.
It is weird, right? I agree. They know who you are, but it's not the same as my goal is that I want to have, you know, Jennifer Lawrence on my podcast, because that's a much harder deal because there's a bigger separation between the screen.
Yeah,
we can't do that.
That's a performance. Like,
yeah.
But I don't know. I've never looked at authors that way. I'm like, colleague. But I also do that when I was active duty. Matt gives me a hard time about that because I never was like skittish of the officers. I just like, sup.
Yeah, we're all still people. We all still have to wipe our butt. Like, it's
that's what I said. Put your pants on 1 foot at a time.
This is the world we live in.
I am doing this fundraiser from my library and have been so incredibly just overwhelmed by the gratitude of the authors that we've met who have donated books. An author we have never met Megan Quinn, I reached out to her and I
Love
just
her.
asked her. Oh, I love her book
She's
so
so
much.
sweet.
I just
She's so
asked her,
fantastic.
hey, I don't know you. You've never been on our podcast. We are mutuals on TikTok. Would you consider donating? And her assistant wrote back and was like, hey, Megan would love to donate, blah, blah, blah. She donated her 2 2025 releases. And I was telling our other best friend, Nurse Katie, about it. And she was like,
who's our medical expert?
She probably puts her pants on the same as you. And I'm like, but no, because I fall over almost every morning. So I don't think so.
Right?
Oh, man.
No, I love it. But all of these people, audiobook narrators are the same, because it was like the first time I met Andy Arndt in real life. It was such a like straight up fangirl, because I was like, you were the reason that I wanted to do this, because I listened to you, and and she was so kind, and like we're actually friends now.
Yeah,
because she's another one of us. Like it's so
One
interesting
of
how
us.
that changed.
I knew she was going to say that.
Yes, but
I like starting cults. Leave me alone.
All right. So do you record multiple books at a time, or like, how does that work? And how do you balance all those voices?
Yes, and yes, and yes. So you're pretty much always prepping one, recording one, and then you will get corrections for another at any given time, depending on where it is in the editing process.
Fun.
So all of that is going on. I mean, you could write this way. Like, it's the people that are writing a bajillion books at once. Like, that's the same concept. You're planning one, you're writing one, you're editing one.
Yeah.
Which I don't. No, thank you.
It's not for me.
No, exactly. So that is kind of how that process works, because depending on my schedule and how long the book is, is how everything balances out. If I have a bunch of dual narrations that I only have 3 or 4 hours in, I'm going to end up doing a lot of books in a month, because that's how my schedule works. I have to do a certain amount of hours to pay my bills. So that's how that's going to go. But if I got a 30-hour book, that's the only thing I'm doing for that entire month or whatever.
I couldn't imagine
I've done it. It's a lot.
How often do you have to look words up? Because like that would be a thing for me.
I actually thought about that, of seeing if my Merriam-Webster has like, what are my previous like words that I've looked up?
Does I would be like, how to say
all the time. All the time. I look things up constantly, especially because I grew up as a reader. So there are so many things that I confidently am like, that is how that word is pronounced in my brain. It's not. Timbre was one that I was wrong about for many, many years. My recent one that I posted about was, oh my God, am I going to say it wrong right now? Archipelago. Yes.
It's what?
The Archipelago.
What the hell is that?
It's a group of islands. Like everyone came at me.
The location
on How to Train Your all the How to Train Your Dragon people came at me, and all the Greek people.
They did,
but all the Greek people were super supportive. They're like, "Good job! Like that, you did really good." Like I had random TikTok go viral again. So yeah, because Archipelago was how I was pronouncing it.
Well, yeah, it's how it's spelled.
So, right, exactly. Oh, no, but like the Greek pronunciation apparently is much more like that. So they're like, no, we got you, fam.
Fine. Tell them to shut up.
I look up words constantly because we have to write. And people will give us so much shit about pronunciation.
Oh, yeah.
When it's so funny.
I was an English teacher. I am a librarian. I am an avid reader. There are still books. There are still words. I am confident that I do not know how to say them correctly. And they just become the way that I've pronounced them my whole life in my head. Yes. And then I hear it in an audiobook and I'm like, that's how you say that word? Like, that's not what I've been saying. I also have that issue with like names. So when I read A Court of Thorns and Roses, I was pronouncing Rysand as Rysand. Because
that's how it's Rysand. That's how I would have said it.
Because it has RHY. That's how you say that. Yep. And same thing with like Fourth Wing. Taryn was the one that I was stuck on. I was like, how Tarnanak? What the fuck is this name? But that's why I usually text Molly and say, how is this pronounced? Because I'm reading the physical book and
then she asks the dyslexic woman to enunciate it in text, and I'm like,
So you send voice memos for everything.
Katie does the same thing. Katie will text me and be like, "You're listening to this, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "How is it said?" And I'll be like, she'll give me 2 options.
That's
Katie
what I
gives me
do
2
too.
options.
Which is
And I'll
the
be like,
correct one?
this one.
That's correct.
Correct one.
God, I love it.
So do you have any, I know your preferred genre is romance, right? Do you have any other preferred genres, and do you have any authors that like are favorites to work with?
Oh my God. Okay. So yes, I was absolutely, before I started getting into romance as a reader, I was the YA urban fantasy girl, like
Nice.
Hunger Games. We had
Fucking love Hunger Games.
fucking,
Hunger Games is our jam.
My favorite series.
oh my God, why can I not remember a single book I ever read? Shiver. Um
I love that. I don't know.
I loved them so much. This is the worst when people are like, what have you narrated? What do you like? And I'm like,
Books.
books. I do that with words in them. But yeah, all of
if
that.
anybody asks for an elevator pitch, I'm like, so there's this stuff happening.
I wrote it down.
You could read it. It's really
And
great.
then, you know, he goes away and he comes
Yes.
back and then more stuff happens.
So the comeback of romantasy is like, that is the happy place for me, because I was so into all of the fantasy and the YA fantasy and YA urban fantasy growing up. Like Ella Enchanted was my OG
It's a great
thing.
one.
And then like Gail Carson Devine is back and she's on social media now. And I like had a moment the other day where I was like, am I PMSing? What's happening? Like, she's here. And,
oh my God, she's here.
so yeah, that whole thing. So romantasy is the new thing that I'm like, I keep getting cast in it and I'm like, yes. And I'm trying not to like get my hopes up, because contemporary is absolutely my bread and butter. Like I love it so much. If I were to ever write, it would be that. Like that is my favorite thing. Christina Lauren was the first
I love them.
real romance I ever read, besides like the Harlequin I stole from my mom kind of a thing. So like by my own choice kind of romance. That was the first thing. Beautiful Bastard was the first I ever read because of fan fiction. Because I was in the Twilight fan fiction.
Of course you were.
And then I learned about
Welcome to our site. We're going to have to ask the Twilight question now.
We will. Let her finish her thought.
And that is how I came into this world. And it's like, I went from reading Mortal Instruments to romance, and then I never looked back. I like stopped reading YA after that. And I was like, oh God, one day I picked up my last YA and I never read it again. But thankfully narration has like brought a lot of it back for me. And so I have a whole shelf. I was like a part of the fairy loot boxes and I was like, I'm going to read all these books someday. And I will, but
just not today.
Not today. No, all of it. So
listen,
collecting books, romantasy,
and reading
contemporary
books are
romance.
hobbies.
Yes, exactly. My husband and I had to come to terms with that because he's a collector and a reader. Like
he's an author. He needs a hush.
Also that.
He needs a hush because
I realized I'm not a collector. I am the reader, and so we kept having where he would buy me books, and I'd be like, "Thank you. Like I love it. It's beautiful." Thank you.
I will read it.
I will read it. But I finally had to be like, I think we need to cancel this box. Like, I don't know if I'm ever going to catch up to this. And he's like, oh no, but it's for the shelf. And I'm like, no, it's for reading. And we had this whole thing.
It's for the shelf.
We were different people. So we buy him books and I just read books. It's fine. But yeah. So romantasy, I love self-help. I am such a huge nerd for personal development and I love that stuff. So that is the other thing that I love doing. And like one of the most random favorite books that I ever narrated is a book about how to deal with insomnia. Like I learned so much. Like it was so
Wait, I need a synopsis of the insomnia book.
No, it was the best thing that I learned about it is that you are the absolute worst judge of your own sleep. Like you cannot be trusted. That is the number one thing I learned from that book. And that helped me let go of a lot, especially like having a newborn. And I mean, she's not a newborn anymore. She's 4. But like letting go of like, I have no clue how I slept last night. Like there is you cannot trust unless you were literally taking notes about it. And that's part of the process of like coming to terms with no, you might actually be sleeping more than you think you are. And you have to let that go and be
Yeah.
like, it's okay. Like, this is where I'm at. This is how late it is. This is whatever.
Yeah.
And the idea that you still have recuperation from laying down.
Mhm.
Even if you're not sleeping, the body is still resting and there's still some benefits.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not the same as sleeping, but like the times that like I tried to take a nap and I can't, I stopped beating myself up about it because it's like, that's okay. I rested for that
Yeah.
time. I
Yeah.
did a thing. And now I'm going to
I
get up and
tried.
I'm going to keep going. Yeah, I tried. And so those were the things that I learned from that book. And I was like,
Yeah.
man, that was so great. Even though I don't.
I'm not gonna beat myself up anymore about this.
Do
Move
you,
forward. Fantastic.
Mhm.
do you
I love it, Kelsey.
do you have any favorite authors you've worked with? Or is that like you can't do that because
It's so hard. It's not fair to do it. Like,
Mhm.
I absolutely
you
have
can say
authors.
Olivia. We know it's fine.
Right, Olivia. Olivia is a challenge for me because she is smarter than me. And
She's
so,
smarter
so
than all
smart.
of us.
there I learn words
Mhm.
narrating Olivia Dates books. And
Mhm.
so I love her books so much though. But
I have to look
there-
up at least one word of
oh my
a
God,
book with her books.
constantly so many words. There are certain authors that write the way that I speak.
Mhm.
And those for me are the ones that are like so easy to do. And I
Mhm.
Yeah.
like it just feels like breathing. It doesn't feel like work at
Mhm.
all. Megan Quinn is one of them.
Mhm.
Mm.
I love
That
her books so much.
she Kath Richards is recent. She was a
Yeah.
new one that it was just like I didn't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
Like the words that I thought were coming were the words
Yeah.
that were said. Who else? Piper Hale is another author that I've recently worked for that I'm like, oh yeah, no, this is how we
Yeah.
speak.
Nice.
So those are the ones that are easiest for me
Yeah.
is when the way that they write is the way that I talk.
Yeah.
And so stuff like that tends to be easier. But I love so many books and series that I've done. Like
Yeah.
it's hard to pick. It's not fair.
It's like
that's-
picking your favorite
That's
child.
valid.
It is like and it's a job thing too. So I
It's the
always feel
second born, isn't
bad.
it? You can tell us.
Yeah.
The second part, what?
It's your second born. You can tell us.
Right, my second born.
I was joking. Do you have a wish? I know it's not on here, and you can cut this if you don't want to. Do you have a wish list offer?
If I could narrate for Christina Lauren, like that for me would be full circle
Mm.
because they were the first
We're gonna put it out in the world.
romance
Ju- ju- ju-
narrator
ju-
that I
ju-
ever worked for. And they do big multicast books. Like my friends have
Yes.
narrated for them. So I'm always just like, I just
It's
need to
me.
be in the right
Just me.
bubble,
Well, I mean,
the
you're
right
in the right
publisher.
you're in the right space. They were
Yes.
just at Nadia Cakes with Allie Hazelwood.
Allie, yeah.
Yes.
So
Oh,
I
Allie.
mean,
I can't believe I didn't mention Allie. She's another
She's
one.
amazing.
I absolutely loved Two Can Play, which was only written as an
Yes,
audiobook.
the audio. Oh, it was so good.
It was so good.
I loved that one.
I actually
You
we-
were
Mo-
good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it was really good.
I had to audition
Molly
for
and
that one
I-
too.
Molly
So-
and I run a challenge that's not pod related. It's just like our friends. And it's a
Yeah.
book challenge we do every year. And this year we had one to read a book narrated by your favorite narrator. And that's the one I picked.
Aw.
And I was just like, it was phenomenal. Because I
Yeah.
love Allie in general. I'm actually reading Mate right now. I'm almost finished.
So good.
So freaking good. But just like it was just a good, cute little happy. I loved it.
Yeah. I love that.
So okay, you did mention when you have to do more than one, when you have more than one voice actor, where it's like a dual narration or full cast or anything. How does that work when you record those?
So that's really fun. I do a lot of that. I had a series on TikTok for a while of how I do each guy's voice. And because I do such a funny thing that like before I do a book with that narrator, like sometimes I have to switch into that voice.
Yeah.
So like I remember for like Teddy Hamilton,
Mhm.
I like say their name. So I'm like before I do the book, I'm like, I'm Teddy Hamilton. I'm not Teddy Hamilton. And like each guy has a different one that I do. So it's like I'm Tim Page.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
Tim Page.
I love that.
I do.
You're psyching yourself up. I got this. I am.
Because they all are
Be the
different.
ball.
Yes,
And
they
right,
are.
Be the ball.
I'm the man. And so that's one of the things that I do. But it's easy when I've worked with them for a long time. Like
Yeah.
Tim Page and I have done so many books together now
Yeah.
that like I know the choices he's going to make. I know kind of the vibes of the characters that he's going to do. But you usually will share notes. So like recently we like share voice memos. It's my favorite way to share notes with my co-narrators is I'm like, hey, okay, the main character is this. This is the kind of character she is. She's dealing with a bad ex, so she's a little jaded, so blah, blah, blah. And then like her mom is like very rich and is going to be like super whatever. And so like I'll describe the character as I go through. And we usually will only do it with voices that we share. Because it doesn't matter if we don't share the voice. Like if I never see his brother, you do whatever you want, bro. Like I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. So that way, because you're never going to match exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're going to come really close. And because like if I do the best friend with a really high timbre talking really fast and you interact with the best friend and she sounds like this, like that's weird for the listener.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we try to at least match tone.
Yeah.
But the joy and like the narrator secret is that like if I'm in love with somebody, their voice is going to sound like the most comforting, wonderful, sweet thing. But if I fucking hate that bitch, her voice is going to sound like nails on a chalkboard. So as you hear different characters, you're going to hear them differently. And so you have a little bit of freedom as an actor to be like, his ex might sound real sultry in his chapters, but in my chapters, she
Fuck
sounds
that
like
guy.
a whore. Like that's how we're going to do it. Right?
Fuck that guy.
So there is freedom. We don't have to match exactly. And so that's why I like describing the character and who they are versus this is the exact voice that I'm going to use. Because then I think that works better. So
and you don't film together or you don't record together. Sorry, I said film. It's record.
Yeah, record.
You're in different booths, and so you. At what point do you actually hear what they've done?
So it depends on who works first. So like sometimes, like if I record first, I'll usually send the samples because we often don't even record simultaneously. Like I'm finishing a book today that my co-narrator won't record until January.
Whoa.
So I'm sending samples and they will get it and do that whenever.
Yeah.
When you do duet, which is like all the guy voices are the guy and all the girl voices are the girl. Or whatever. Sometimes you can record simultaneously. It's just so expensive to do that. I do think it ends up being better. But there's also hybrid options. So like I recorded a book with Teddy Hamilton where most of the book was regular dual narration. I did the female POV, he did the male POV, but there was a lot of texting. And so the author paid us to come on a Zoom and record the texting.
Okay.
At the same time. And so we actually got to
that?
play off of each other. Oh my God, it was so long ago.
I think I read it.
I thought
it was like
did we cover this book?
I think we did.
Wild Oak? No,
Wild Oak is
not Wild Oak. It's a cowboy romance in Canada.
No, not Elsie Silver.
They were like it was one that spanned a lot of time. There was like the missed chances romances. So they like met at an airport and like kind of like came in and out. Gosh dang it, I can't remember.
Maybe we didn't cover it, but I really do think I read it. I'm pretty sure
I've read this book too.
It was
your voice is always in our brain.
Accidentally Ours by Aaron Hawkins.
Okay.
That was the book.
Okay, I have read it. We did not cover it in the book.
There's a secret on Audible. If you ever want to find two narrators that you like, if they've narrated a book together, you use one of their first names and one of their last names. So if I look up Kelsey Hamilton, it will show all the books that we have done together.
You heard it here first,
Audible.
guys.
So you can
Audible hack.
And I will say, because I always have to plug libraries, if you do not have Audible, you can use Libby and Hoopla.
Yes.
We have audiobooks through the library, support local libraries.
Please.
Also, we have a lot of indie authors who are getting trad published who are on Hoopla. And Amy Award is one of our friends of the podcast, and her audiobooks are all on Hoopla.
Yeah.
Yes. I have so much did I listen through the library for so long. Still do.
Yeah.
I don't have Audible, and I only have Kindle Unlimited right now because I bought a new Kindle and it came with it. So I can't say that I only use the library because I own all these books, but I try really hard. I mean, I got to put my money where my mouth is, right? Literally, I am a librarian. So
yeah, I love it.
But I think there are a lot of people that still don't realize that there are other options for audiobooks.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we can't get everything. Like Dungeon Crawler Carl is one we've been asked for an audiobook form, and that is an Audible exclusive, and so we cannot get it. But I do
that's
have the
hard.
whole series in my library. I just can't get you that. All right, so talk to me about the editing process. Like, I saw some of your social media where you were talking. I want to say that you were supposed to say hand, and you said ham or something like
Ham.
that.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's hilarious. So how does the editing work?
So after an audiobook is recorded, and if it is done professionally, okay, so you have someone proof it is what we call it. But it's basically the same thing with writing. It's like your copy editing for audiobooks.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the editor. Sometimes it is a separate person who is just listening for mistakes and stuff. And so they will mark down all of the mistakes. And then I get those back and they're like, hey, you need to re-record this sentence because you messed up this word or whatever.
Okay.
And then it will all get spliced back together. And then that's how you end up with the final product. So
Awesome.
It does not have to be word perfect. A lot of publishers will want that as best as we can, but we're people, we're human.
Yeah.
Some will be like,
error rate is normal.
Yeah, exactly. I think for Audible, the whisper sync to work, it's like 10% or something. It's ridiculous. Like I could add a whole chapter and it would still whisper sync with that level of error or whatever it is.
Wow.
So yeah,
Win's a win.
Exactly. So yeah,
well, and also you're getting books before they've even become arcs. So you might be getting a book that like they've changed chunks of it, and so yeah.
Have you had to do that? Go back and like get you get an arc and then go back and have to like re-record several hours?
Yeah, my husband and I actually had to do that for a book series that we did where there was like a huge rewrite on the series. And so we, instead of, there were so many changes, they just had us re-record the entire series again. Yeah.
The whole series?
Yeah, because it was a 3-book series. And so they just had us re-record it. Because they had made so many changes to it, and we're like, okay. I mean, I don't mind. Like, hey, it was a decent book to begin with.
Pay me for it, but okay.
Yeah, there was like a magic element that was not in the first, and then it was added to the second. Like it was like hinted at in the first series, but it was way better with the magic element. Yeah, so I was like, oh, good. I'm glad you did this.
Glad you fixed it, but good lord.
No, we liked the books anyway. Like the spice was good, so we're like, okay,
a win's a win.
I'm not a big fan of erotica. I want a story that has spice and a good story. But yeah, I want the spice to be there. Like I don't like. I've read a couple Sarah Adams, and I just want you to open the door, please.
Hello, let me in.
But I will say her books are very cute. Like nothing against her. Like her books are very cute, and there is an audience for that. It's just not me.
I've narrated a decent amount of Closed Door. It doesn't matter to me. As a reader, I definitely prefer to have it be an actual, like the explicit. Like I'm interested in that.
So,
you share that with me now.
I just don't like the discussion of bodily fluids. I could do without that. That's where I draw the line.
It's so funny how I don't, for the lack of better word, like desensitized I have come to those things. Like for me, especially as long as it doesn't pull me out of the moment, as long as I'm not like, what? Then I'm like, okay, no, we're in it. We're here. This is what's happening.
Whereas I still go, ugh.
I don't mind. I have yet to come across something that I was like so horrified by, you know what I mean? Or so like, oh, that was the choice. Like I've never felt that way.
Have you read Butcher and Blackbird?
I have not read Butcher and Blackbird.
Or Big Swiss?
I have not. So I have narrated things I would not do, but I have not experienced like actual text that I'm like, oh, like that was a weird choice. Like I've never.
You made a choice.
Way.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so difficult. The writing of this stuff is so difficult because you've got people on both sides. You have the people that are like, don't say penis. But then you have people that are like, oh, you said velvet sheathed member. What's wrong with you? And I'm like, they both mean the same thing. I know what's happening here. Okay, we got A to B. Okay, like you do it however you want.
I mean,
it's art.
There's only so many times you can say penis and vagina. Like, you have to have other words for it. But I don't like slick folds. I'm not here for that.
See, that doesn't bother me. The folds don't bother me.
I mean, it's in like every book that I read, so I kind of have to get over it.
I'm just tired of hearing them say his member. If I hear them say his member, no, just say the word. It's a penis.
Like, it's got a card, like the Costco card.
Like, I'm an official member.
I would like to be. I would like that membership, please.
On, you know,
I've signed up for every year. Thank you.
So I know we're running long. Are you good?
I am okay. We
okay.
can.
I don't want to keep you if you're. I know you have to record today, so
also eat.
Yeah, those are important things.
It's fine.
All right, so you have narrated for some of our favorite authors here. We've talked about them: Olivia Dade, Ali Hazelwood, Francesca Zappia. How does it feel to be the voice in so many heads when readers are listening to the book?
It's so funny because you don't really think about it. Mm-hmm. Like, I've talked with other narrators about this because there's a lot of the, people, especially in romance, there's the like, oh, that was titillating. I'm like, cool. I wasn't there. Like, you do you, man. Like, I know what I'm doing. I understand what's happening here. Like, that's fine. Like, it's not a surprise. I'm not like, what?
Yeah.
Really? Like, it's, yeah.
Although I would really have a hard time with somebody who's like, I listened to your book and it made me feel things. I'd be like, no, like,
there is harassment in this field.
Of course.
Yeah. And I'm not even doing the actual, like,
writing
erotica recordings, because there's like sound effects ones, there's different, and then there's actual audio sex work, which is a whole different thing. Like,
no, thank you.
All of these things are viable options, but there's still harassment. Like, I still get to pick the boundaries of what I'm doing and who I let into my life.
Absolutely.
But I like that people are listening to me. Like, I think it's the actor of me that I'm like, oh yeah, look at this book, like doing Ali Hazelwood. Like, I have to celebrate. I have to be excited because
and the best part is you don't have to leave your house.
I don't. Like, I get to wear soft pants. I in fact have to. Like, I can't wear loud clothes in the booth. Like, you have to think about I move, I gesture a lot. Yeah. So like, I can't wear jewelry when I'm narrating and like, your glasses, my work glasses don't have nose pads because they make noise. And you don't think about that stuff, but like me and Julia Whalen like had a bonding moment about that, where she's like, I tried to explain to my friends that I have, like, you can't wear those. And they're like, what are you talking about? Like, no, it makes noise. You can hear the glasses when you're working. So I have to have glasses with no nose pieces.
People's page turn sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
you can hear my stomach. Like, that's and like my nose farts and like your nose makes noise because our mics are so good.
Yeah. And they're like, so sensitive.
It's right here. You can hear all the sounds that I make. And so we had to be careful. Like,
I know this is
so
terrible.
Hydrated.
I don't really love it when I can hear breathing, which is dumb because like you have to do that to live.
That might mean though that they're breathing too loud. Because we have a breathing that you practice. Like, I trained to breathe quietly.
Next time on Book Besties, Kelsey Foster tells us how we get rid of mouth breathers in the audiobooks world.
You do. Like, it literally, it is something that I pay attention to. And if I breathe too loud, I will stop and I will re-record. Like, you have to, especially in the middle of your sentence, it's choral breathing, it's vocal, it's the diaphragm. Because if I'm breathing from my chest, you're going to hear it. And that also means that I probably didn't breathe well enough before I started the sentence. And so I have to go back and you have to think about that stuff. And we breathe when we talk, but it's different. The medium of audiobooks, there's different expectations of when that's okay and when that's not.
Yeah.
I like to push the boundaries of it a little bit as an actor. Like, if I'm doing dialogue, that if I have to breathe in the middle of my sentence, I'm going to leave it because we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because she's panicking. Of course she's going to be hyperventilating a little bit.
I do a lot of that in books that I narrate. That's sort of like my niche, is the
Oh my God, I can't believe it's happening to me again.
Yeah. The words, all of her words blended together happen for me a lot in the books that I narrate. So yeah, I like it. I like knowing that people listen. I like the sound of my own voice, as like ridiculous as that sounds.
I think that's totally valid.
Some narrators don't like it.
Yeah.
But I have listened to my own books, not for like enjoyment, but especially early on, I would listen to see if I had like patterns of things that I was doing and speech patterns, things like that. Also to see if my co-narrator and I made different choices and how that sounds together. I don't have as much time to do that as I did, but like early on, I listened to a lot of at least 3 or 4 chapters of the books when they were done to see how it sounded.
Well, there was growth in that too. I mean, you're definitely learning what you want to keep doing and what maybe you want to try to.
And that's, I mean, it's like watching game day tapes. You got to perfect your craft, and you're not going to be able to perfect your craft if you don't know what you're doing wrong.
Exactly. And we are so isolated. Like so much of my work is done alone, and it's some books you get the privilege of being directed, and those are like some of the best things ever.
And I wouldn't be reading the comments and the ratings because those people are just angry.
I can't. Well, and I used to be really like every new review I would read it. And then when I got pregnant with my daughter, like just hormonally, all of a sudden there was this switch that I'm like, oh my God, I can't handle this anymore. And so I completely stopped reading my reviews. And it's so scary because it was so nice, like the people that say nice things, but
not
you just need one person. Because you don't remember the 100 good comments. I remember the one bad one that says like, why does she hang on to all of her words all the time? And I'm like, I know. But like, that's also why I get hired. Like, it's this type of voice is my voice. And so
it's your bread and butter, man. They can write it.
And I think it's perfectly fine to like the sound of your own voice because I like listening to Molly and I. Like I listen to our podcast. I'm a part of our podcast.
I will listen to this one. I fully admit it.
I have to watch the video and make sure there's no issues with the editing. And then I listen to our podcast on release days on Tuesday. And I will still laugh at things that are said. And I'm like, I was there. Like it's something I said. Like,
I'll be listening to the edit one before we post it. And I'm like, oh my God, we're so funny.
We're so funny.
But that's how it should be. Yes. Like, I think
we're hilarious.
Feeling that way is what makes it even better. Yeah. Like, it is, you should like it.
If we're not entertained, nobody else is going to be.
But this is how we are in real life, too. Like, there is no pretense or anything. April and I are bickering and picking on each other like this over books all the time. That's kind of why we started this, because we like to pick on each other about books and make the other read books.
Because Molly likes to pick on April about books. But April also reads more. 115 books.
Molly's trying to write.
Yeah.
See, there you go. You're trying to write the books for her to read, okay?
I don't read her books. She doesn't let me. She lets me read them on occasion.
She yells at me. She yells at me because what happens is Molly has ADHD and she starts a new project or goes back to another project. And April is mad that I've stopped one project to go to another project. And she wants the other project that I was just on to finish.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's true.
I understand.
I do that.
I understand.
All right. Do you have any books that really stand out to you that you've recorded that you really love?
Yes, I would have to say some of the ones that I think are most mentioned. How about we do that?
Okay.
My most iconic, I would say, would be Those Three Little Words by Megan Quinn. Is probably one of like the top ones that I've had. Oh, this is me and Teddy. Hold on, let me go back to Olivia Dade, obviously. The Allie Hazelwood too is another one for sure. And then what is the other one that always comes up? Gosh dang it. I hate how Audible organizes stuff. And I should have this prepared.
So
I'm sorry. You even knew that this would be a thing.
It's okay.
Boss Man Bridegroom, also by Megan Quinn, is another one that gets brought up a lot for me because she was like the most unhinged character I've ever played, and I loved her so much.
book is a little unhinged.
I loved it. Like, it was so extra. And I think that's my favorite one because I was still reading comments back then, and people were like, oh my God, she's insane. Like, I can't. And I was like, thank you. Yes, she
Thanks.
is.
You're
Like,
welcome.
that means
We'll
I
take
did
it.
my job correctly because she's absolutely unhinged. It was like, what if Mary Poppins were a real person and vindictive?
Oh,
And that is this
gosh.
character. And it's
I'm here
so
for
good.
it.
Yeah, that was the other one. Unsteady by Peyton Corinne was a recent one
Oh,
that
I
I
don't know
really,
that
really
one. I'll have to add
enjoyed.
that to the list.
It was like a new adult hockey one, and that's with
Mm.
Max Myers, and they are so phenomenally good.
I
10
love
out of
hockey
10.
romance. Do I like
Oh,
hockey?
me too. Hockey is
No.
my favorite.
I like
It is
all
my
the other.
favorite.
I love other sports. I don't really care about hockey, but I will read a hockey.
Yeah.
Those men know how to use their sticks. They're very
Yes,
good
they
at
do.
it. Mhm.
I grew up, my dad reffed hockey, and we were like, here in Las Vegas, we have like the smaller leagues. Like, there was the Las
Yeah.
Vegas Thunder,
Mhm.
and we had like season tickets and the nosebleeds, and we would go. So no, like, I love hockey romances so much.
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah, I
So
love
I
those.
didn't actually put this in our question list, but
Yeah.
I thought of it while we're talking. How do you feel about speeds of audiobooks?
I do not care. This was a
Valid.
lesson that I learned very recently, because I learned about neurodivergence and how it
Mhm.
affects your listening and the speed. And if someone tells me I will either never listen to an audiobook or I will listen to it at 2.5, I'm like, you listen at 2.5. Like,
Yeah.
live your best life. I do not care.
Yeah.
And so,
Just leave me
'cause
alone.
yeah, I listen to most of my podcasts at 1.3. Like, that's
Yes.
my speed for someone who, like, is not trained for this kind of a thing. Like, that's, and my husband, we are all spicy in this house.
We are
So
too.
that's,
Same.
everything is 2.0. And so,
Mhm.
like, when we try to do like courses together and stuff, I'll be like, can we do 1.5? And he's like, yes, fine. Because I'm like, I can't do the 2. I can't
go past the 1 unless the audiobook narrator is really slow.
which I'm glad it has the option for
Yeah.
you.
Because
Like,
my brain tries to create the words because
Uh-huh.
because of the dyslexic brain, I'm always trying to spell words. So
Yeah.
it can't keep up if
Yeah.
it's going that fast.
And
No.
I talk really fast, so I can't
too.
do 1. My comfort is 1.25. That's where I start an audiobook.
Yeah.
I don't even start at 1. I start at 1.25. I don't usually go any faster than 1.5. I've had a few that, like, I've been trying to rush them because we needed to film, so I had to finish
Right?
it. So those get
happens.
kicked up to 2.0, but I have trouble listening, especially if it's a female voice. I cannot listen at a faster
At a high
speed
speed. Yeah.
because
It's
the
'cause-
higher pitch, it doesn't. And also, I have recently learned that when I'm stoned, cannot listen to audiobooks fast. Like, my
get
brain
that.
is like,
I get that.
what is happening?
Why are the walls talking to me?
I cannot do anything
Mhm.
if I am high.
Inebriated.
Like, there's nothing
Yeah.
can happen. I am a couch being. Like, and it doesn't matter
Mhm.
what version, what strain.
Mhm.
No, I
Yeah.
am couching, and that's all I'm doing.
The first time I got stoned was at Molly's house, and I had to hold myself on the couch because I was floating off of it.
This was a half of a 5, by the way, milligram.
I am a big baby. Like, I got a Cheech and Chong influencer thing, and I bought the baby one, and even that is like too much for me.
Oh.
I'm such a wimp.
Well,
I'm the child of an addict, so my body's like, give me it all.
I never even tried it until I was in my 40s. So
Yeah.
I was never going to be like, yeah.
Same.
But I had chronic pain issues, and so that's...
And as someone that is an advocate for the med card, and I got mine when I moved here to Maryland, I was like, yeah, you're going to try this. And she's like, I don't want to. And I was like, that's too bad you're trying it. It's going to help with your pain.
It's lovely. I highly recommend it.
As we say, we're California sober here.
Yes.
Right. It's legal here. It's Vegas.
It is. Well, yeah, that's fair.
I love Vegas.
It's legal.
Everything's legal there, bro.
So,
not everything.
What advice do you have to somebody that's wanting to get into the industry?
I
was gonna say don't.
I don't want to say that. I never ever want to say that but if you want to do this, understand that this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. I want you to think about any advice anyone's ever given you about getting into Hollywood. And apply that to this, because this is the same now. You don't have to live there anymore. So that's the one benefit you've got going for you. But also, this is not a cheap thing to get into.
Yeah.
Because to
We
have
learned that the hard way, huh, April?
Yeah. To have a decent space, to have decent equipment, to have all of that and do this well is a lot of money. And yes, of course, I started in a closet. I had the pillow for it or whatever you want to talk about. But if you want to be serious about this and not deal with the consequences of noise of everything around you, and especially for audiobooks, the standard for home narrators is so ridiculously high.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating when we see like author records in their closets or like whatever, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, you let them record that like that, and I have to have a multi-$1,000 booth to not hear that
I'm
whatever
still paying off.
Yeah, and so but this is not a cheap investment. This is not a get rich quick scheme. You will see so many things telling you that it is. It's absolutely not. So if you're okay with that first part, then move on to the second part, and that's, if you've got a closet in your house, go in it with a book and read for an hour, and do that every single day until you like for at least a week, because that is what this job is.
Yeah.
Like, I am in a box, and I have a big box. Like, this is a larger than normal box for most narrators. This is what you got to do. And if you can't hack that, you can't do this.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The solitude.
Those are the base things. Yes, that was the hardest thing for me, because I went from managing a team of like 40 people to being alone all day.
Yeah.
And
that sounds lovely to me.
It is. I've gotten used to it now. But the whiplash I experienced from it, where I was like, oh my God, like, I am by myself. Like, this is, but no, this is the booth is like my thunder vest now. Like, if you've got a dog and you put like
the thunder coat.
So, like, that's what this feels like when I'm stressed out. I'm like, I gotta go do something, and just close the door, and it's
Mommy
wonderful.
needs a minute. I'll be right back.
Yeah. And so that is what I would recommend, is that it's not impossible, but it is really, really difficult. So do not expect this to be easy. Or if your voice sounds great and people have told you should do radio or whatever, that also doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because if everybody with a decent voice was trying this, that's not the only qualifier.
Of course, yeah.
So yeah, that's the advice.
That's great advice. I really, truly, I appreciate that.
It's realistic too, babes.
Can you share any of your current projects?
I can. I am working on a lot of stuff right now, as always, but I'm still recording my husband's book. I'm doing that in between all my other books. He has a vampire urban fantasy that I'm recording for him, which is really cool.
Love that.
And then I've got a lot of series going on right now, so it's mostly romance series that are coming up.
Cool.
I am doing a really cool book soon. I don't know if I can talk about it. I don't think let me see if it's up on Audible.
It's just
yet.
Friends. We're just
it's just us.
All of our
and the
close
full.
friends. Yeah.
You guys aren't going to tell anyone, right?
No.
And we're book besties. It's fine.
Is it? Dang it, it's not on here yet. Okay.
That's okay.
It is something not normal in my wheelhouse for me. So it is kind of a thrillery fiction.
Cool.
I love this.
Really, really cool. I wish I could talk.
Do you get
more
to scream?
I do not get to scream.
You should narrate one of the thrillers that have podcasts in it.
I would love to.
There's
love
so
thrillers.
many.
I love thrillers, and
honestly, sci-fi would rock with your voice too, boo.
I would love to do sci-fi too. It's so difficult. Sci-fi is very
niche
and very male dominated.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yes.
And so, like, even I've done one gamelet, and I fucking loved it. Like, that was when I took over a series, and that was really stressful because people are really intense about people
they get
over
attached.
Series.
Mm-hmm.
And I took over a sci-fi series for a narrator that couldn't narrate it anymore. And so
and I'm sure they were really butthurt about that.
I was really stressed. Thankfully, it was okay. Like the fans liked it, but I was so nervous that they were going to be super mad about it because that happens. And it's so difficult to decide, do I listen to what the previous narrator did or do I not? And sometimes you're given direction. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So like sometimes the producer will be like, start over, like make your own choices. Don't even worry about what the previous narrator did. But then other times they're like, hey, here's the previous pronunciations. Here's some character notes, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So it really depends on that. But
Yeah.
I have a lot of hockey romances coming. I'm like the Nashville Nights series for Emily Silver is happening right now.
Very cool.
And then I'm doing book 2 is now out. I just recorded book 3 for Elle Thorpe, and that's the St. Murder Squad series. So that one is really dark. You're very I think it's like MMFM. Yeah,
something
MMFM.
like that. Yeah.
So the letter order matters.
It does.
It does.
Who's touching who in that scenario? But yeah, so I have a lot that's coming out.
Very cool.
Awesome.
And then
And do you do appearances? Can people see you somewhere, or where should they follow you?
The only one I did this year was popping in at Reader Nation, like Friday, in Vegas. But we have not done any travel lately. My husband and I, it's just a lot for what we do.
Yeah.
So I don't know that we're going to do any appearances this year. We're going to look at next year, possibly, to see how that goes.
If you make it to BookCon, I will be there.
I've always wanted to go to BookCon. It's just we have a lot of children.
Yeah.
So I feel this in my soul.
It's difficult to do stuff.
I've never
when
been
you're
to New York
outnumbered,
City, so I'm really excited.
Yes. We are very outnumbered. But I'm ridiculously active on social media, especially Instagram.
Yes.
So you can always harass me there, and I read all DMs. I'm very, very active. So that's a good place to find me. You can email me. Like my website is kelseynavarrofoster.com if you have projects or things that you want to talk to in like business side of that. So,
and we'll link all of that below in the description.
Yes.
So
thank y'all.
So go follow her. Kelsey, this was amazing.
Wait, I got to ask one question.
Yeah, we do have to ask you one question.
You want me to go?
Go ahead. You can do
This is a constant question we have. Do vampires have sperm?
Oh, it depends. It depends on the lore, because you're talking like 30 Days of Night vampires that no, they would not, like, to me. But then there's like the monster fucking people that would be like,
Twilight,
they
where
do.
You got a baby.
Twilight with the baby. You've got like,
they are dead. I don't understand. They don't have sperm. Sperm are living.
Yeah, because they are creation. But like then you come into the like, but then is sex satisfying? Like, can you still orgasm without ejaculate?
Okay, so that is also one of my things, because I'm like, does Edward Cullen just walk around with an erection all day? Like he's got to like
it's tucked into his pants. It's tucked into his pants, man.
See, and this is where it's, I don't even know, because vampires fuck. Like vampires are slutty. That is like all vampire.
That is lore.
Yeah.
That is lore.
I like the idea of vampires still have blood because they ingest it. That is how that works.
And they give it out to make other vampires.
Things that function with blood, like an erection, would still work. But I don't know that I care about, like, is there ejaculate or not? Like, is there sperm? Like,
this might be my favorite
like as long as everybody is having a good time,
that's all that matters.
And as long as there's then it's
consensual, good times are had. Like, obviously, you want full happy endings here for everybody, because like sex is great, but orgasms are also great. So,
amen.
I feel like that's more the requirement than
maybe the orgasms are just different.
Are also great. Yes.
What was Emma Berry said that Edward just had one in the chamber.
Yeah, and it was Renesmee. So
saving it. Oh God.
That's why he was a virgin. He was waiting.
Right, waiting for her. Oh my God, Edward Cullen.
You are very distracting. What are you playing with?
It's my bookmark. It's not broken yet. Can you believe that shit? It's still not broken.
Is that one of the Carpe Librum bookmarks that they sent us?
It is my Carpe Librum bookmark. It is
Oh
my
my
new
gosh.
favorite fidget. It's a butterfly, guy. It's a butterfly. Ah!
What does yours say?
It is readers are cool.
So I have this one that says readers are cool also. I like the the blue and white pattern with the glasses that basically look like my glasses. But I also have this one.
I've
Born
been
to Read,
fucking
Forced
with
to
it.
Socialize.
I've been fucking with this and flapping it and using it since it came out.
Every episode since you got it.
And it doesn't make noise. It works in my book still.
I love that they don't move when you have them in your book or your notebook. I've been using them to bookmark in my
the other day, and it kept my place.
It doesn't. And it doesn't bend the book either. They have a 14-step proprietary system for making these bookmarks. And they've perfected it over time. And they're so much stronger than other magnetic bookmarks on the market.
Talk about strong is their damn tote bags.
Yes, their tote bags are so strong.
I swear I could put a ball in it.
I have been carrying mine everywhere. And I took it to Barnes & Noble.
Your backpack broke.
My backpack broke. I took it to Barnes & Noble and I had 12 books in it and it was still holding up without any straining or anything.
# library certified.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So speaking of awesome, be awesome, readbooks.com. That's where you can get all of this stuff from Carpe Librum, our sponsors. They are the bookish shop for bookish people. One of their other slogans is Read, Think, Act, Repeat, which is on the back of all of their shirts. And they are size inclusive. That's very important to us. I wear a 2X and it doesn't shrink when I put it in the dryer, which is 100% hands down super important for someone who is a big lady like me. And this month and December, so November and December, with the code HOLIDAY10, HOLIDAY10, you can get $10 off any order of $40 or more. So buy shirts for your bookish friends. Right. 2 shirts will get you there. Yeah. So buy holiday shirts, buy shirts for your bookish friends. They also have
a bookmark off.
I know.
So in girl math, you're saving money.
You're saving money. It's like getting it for free.
It's like getting it for free, guys.
So yeah, use our code HOLIDAY10. Get yourself $10 off. Buy some shirts for your bookish friends or magnetic bookmarks.
Readbooks.com, guys.
Be awesome. Readbooks.com.
You had a Twilight question for me. I know this is already long.
That was that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, that's the Twilight question.
All right. So
next book, besties.
Next week, besties, we are reading this book, The Frozen River by Ariel Lawhan. I think is how you say her last name. I probably should figure that out. But you're hosting the episode, so you can figure it out.
It's my problem, honestly.
So it is historical fiction with a mystery, and I don't hate it yet. So
hey, I'm taking the fucking win.
I'm taking the win on historical fiction. Kelsey, you're amazing. I love you.
Love you,
you
Kelsey.
called me good girl.
So
it's probably the best day of my life.
We love you so much. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. We'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us on Book Besties. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The views discussed here are those of April and Molly, not those of anyone else. Special thanks to our special guest, audiobook narrator, Kelsey Navarro Foster. We'd also like to thank our sponsor, Carpe Librum, the shop that has bookish things for bookish people. And right now, you can save $10 on any order over $40 by using the code HOLIDAY10, which is good for November and December. Your book besties are Molly Biggs and April Watkins, editing by Thomas Watkins, and music is Sleep Sweetly by Brigida. Don't forget to follow the Book Besties on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. If you'd like to contact the Book Besties, please email us at bookbestiespod@gmail.com or visit our website, bookbestiespodcast.com. Until next time, besties, get lost in your favorite book.